my God, my parents are such boomers. They don't understand that when Adolf Hitler said, "Look, there's a Benjamin," he was talking about the global banking conspiracy.
I'm sorry.
There's a ton of people who are under this delusion. You go, oh, the town needs a noise musician. To the average person walking around, they're worth like negative money. You owe me $1,000 right now. You dragged a folder into another folder. This isn't second grade. You bring the teacher your macaroni drawing, and no matter what it looks like, you get a big kiss on the cheek.
Is your parents watching Fox News or CNN? Is that really so unbearable that it's worth $1,200 a month?
You definitely at some point have to be brutally realistic with yourself. When people complain about working for free, like it's miraculous that they're allowing you to be in the office. Where's my Balenciaga? Where's my Balenciaga, bro? I'm not wearing it. The illusion of safety. Like people do this so much with this decision making that by doing what is default, what is like the accepted thing to do, you think you're good to go. It's just like a lack of critical thinking. Like when people are choosing their career path, when people are trying to figure out what, like some sort of, trying to build some sort of vision for their life, and they go with the default settings, there's an illusion of safety there. And my point is that you are not necessarily better off doing that. You should probably try to game out certain end results and think like 5 years, 10 years, what could happen realistically? What can I do now to sort of set myself up for 10 years from now having some sort of independence? I don't think college is the way to go unless your ambition is to do something like very specialized and very financial, money making, some STEM related thing or some type of thing that you know for a fact. Okay, there's the average pay for this person doing this job in America is $120,000. I should do this. I like it. I want to do this. You know, that's the only case where you should be doing that type of shit.
But also, even those STEM things, I mean, a lot of people are pretty unrealistic with that. Most people don't have that mathematical or scientific brain to even do those things. So then the rest of the people who get trapped in college are debt slaves. And I think that that's kind of the system in place right now. It's to just create as many debt slaves as possible.
That's what hell is. Having to go to some social services office in Brooklyn to get food stamps or whatever. You get one of these normie jobs, you're going to be stuck somewhere, first of all, geographically. Second of all, you're going to be stuck somewhere money-wise. Like, what's something that people do for, like, learn, if you become like a radiologist or something, you go to radiology school. It's not like the world is jam-packed with openings for radiologists, and they need you so bad that they'll pay $250,000 a year. You're still going to have to run as fast as you can all the time just to stay in place. Like, you can't get ahead. And if you get ahead even a little bit, you are going to be by taxes.
Right.
And you're going to be just massacred. Like, I make a good amount of money, man, and I don't have any of it because I'm every month I look in my inbox and there's an email from my accountant that says, are you okay to debit $13,000 today? Just let me know. Like, that's an email I got like 2 days ago.
For what?
Hey, Sam, just for taxes, man. Hey, just wondering if you're okay to debit that $15,000. Good. Okay, we'll go ahead with that. Like, dude, where's my Balenciaga? Yeah. Where's my Balenciaga, bro? I'm not wearing it. My point being that if I can't get ahead, okay, and I'm a Mensa member, you definitely can't get ahead ever.
Well,
you're stuck.
A lot of dudes been hitting me up with this one. Sam, my parents are such stupid boomers. I need to move out. I need to move out immediately. Oh my God, my parents are such boomers. They don't understand that when Adolf Hitler said, "Schluck des Benjamin," he was talking about the banking conspiracy. Guess what? Your parents are not your friends. Your parents are not on SoundCloud. Your parents don't know what clout is, okay? They don't understand these things. So when you tell your parents, hey, you're a boomer, I want that clout. I want that internet clout. And then you message me and you say, hey, Sam, I'm thinking about moving out. Here's what I think about that. Is your parents watching Fox News or CNN? Is that really so unbearable that it's worth $1,200 a month? Okay. That's all I have to say about that. I personally have made the decision not to verbally abuse my parents anymore, not to try to get them politically woke. You know, when they say some absolutely asinine thing like, I like that Bernie Sanders. I like that Bernie Sanders. Oh, Trump is awful. Did you hear what he said? He said that he just doesn't have dignity. He just takes the dignity from this country. Listen, your parents are old. I've started, every time my parents say something like that to me, I say, you know what? I love you very much. Okay? I agree with you. I love you. Okay? I need another $200. Okay? It's crazy how your 75-year-old fluoride-addled brain comes up with the best ideas. I love you, okay? Because when you die, I don't want the last thing I said to you to be some post I saw on 4chan, okay? I want the last thing I said to you to be, I love you, I agree with you, you are a sweet person, I love you so much, okay? That's what you say to your parents. And second of all, if you have free lodging, take that $1,200 a month that you were going to spend on having a room that you can drum in. Is that your fantasy right now at age 23? Is to have a room where you can drum as loud as you want? If you have a way to live like a Vietnamese person and put $600 a month, $1,200 a month, $1,400 a month into something. I'm just saying, next 3 years is going to be some scribbity scoopa, a scribbata chupa. Okay, that's the way you're going to feel if in 3 years from now you look at the Dow, if you look at the NASDAQ and it's triple what it is now, and there are stocks in there that are 20 times what they are now, and you didn't put that rental drum house money in there, you're going to be going scribbata chupa puta.
There's a lot of stuff that you got to do as a young person. So the first thing is you got to sort of realistically assess what you can do, what your natural aptitudes are, what things that you like to do that could potentially make money. And then you kind of have to, you definitely at some point have to be brutally realistic with yourself. Like if you have some crackpot idea, like you think that you're, because you like MMA and you know a bunch of fight statistics, that you're going to be able to get a job as an announcer on ESPN or something. There's a ton of people who are under this delusion. You look around your town, you see the town plumber, the town baker, the town doctor. You go, oh, the town needs a noise musician. Like, you don't understand how copying files works.
Yeah.
Like the whole entire world, there's 7 billion people. If that number shot up to 100 billion, the world's demand for noise musicians or YouTubers or whatever it is that you think you could do that's like a creative type thing. There's a lot of creative people. Whatever creative type thing you think you could do, the demand for that is not going to shoot up whatever fold to meet that new population, because you can copy a file. Many people can watch the same video. You have to drill that through your head if you have any creative aspirations at all. Back to regular people who are just regular. You have to somehow make it so that your time is worth money to somebody else. That's like absurdly hard to do, because most people, like, I run a business, I have like 10 employees. Mm-hmm. We are a profitable business. Most people out there, I couldn't think of something for them to do that would be worth $1.50 an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like the average person walking around, they're worth like negative money. When you work for somebody, they have to like oversee what you're doing. They have to train you. They have to guide you into the track that they need you in for you to be the most valuable. So there's like a period of time where you're worth negative money to somebody. And people complain about working for free. Like, it's miraculous that they're allowing you to be in the office.
Yeah. Because
your presence and your bad vibes and your entitlement, the fact that you feel entitled to everything and you're like a young prick. You know how much damage you could do on my computer system if you were sitting in one of these terminals, if you accidentally deleted a file? I had an employee once. He like dragged a folder into another folder. Did you just drag a folder into another folder on my server? full of my 10 years of making media that's like meticulously organized, that's $1,000. You owe me $1,000 right now. You dragged a folder into another folder. One thing that I would really recommend if you can is find a mentor. Here's the thing. Anything that's ever shown in a negative light in a movie or a TV show, like nepotism or like coattail riding, guess what? Nepotism and coattail riding are your keys to success. If you have access to that, if you have access to nepotism, if you have an uncle or a father or somebody in your family who's willing to look out for you, don't be stupid, man. Jump on that right away. Jump on that immediately, right now. That's priority one. And if you have this like warped sense of pride that's brought on from by swallowing too many Hollywood narratives, where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to do it his way. I'm going to go out there and do it myself.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. You're an idiot. Learn how to do whatever it is that your male relative is willing to show you. That is massive. That is a massive gift. Just learning how work is done, learning how a business is run, whatever. Learning how a trade is performed, learning how to send an invoice. Like I work with a bunch of creative people, and when I start with somebody new, they don't know how to send an invoice. They're like, "Yo, can you use Cash App?" I'm like, "Yo, can you send me a 1099?
Yeah.
Can you send me a W-9 form?" They're like, "Yo, can you just like Cash App me that money, or like, yo, get me cash or whatever?" I'm like, "Yo, my man, can you get me a W-9 and an invoice and send it via QuickBooks?" That's like business potty training. How do I do that? I don't know how to ask for money. How do you ask for money? So look, nepotism, you don't want to like falsely ingratiate yourself to somebody else. I've had that mad times. It's sickening. I hate it. Okay, when people are like, whatever you need, like I can do this or that. Or like the people who show up with like a really bright face and a fake smile. That's not, you don't want to be that. But the people who like work hard for me, I would do mad for them. I'm not like a particularly generous business owner or anything, but the people who have like shown and proved and came in and like paid their dues work-wise, my intention is to boost these people as much as I possibly can. So my point is, if you can, when it comes to riding coattails, don't be so proud that you're like Mr. Do Everything on his own or whatever, and your individualism, your individuality, like you have to tamp that down a little bit, because this isn't second grade. This isn't like you bring the teacher your macaroni drawing and no matter what it looks like, you get a big kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Like that's not how it works. So if you think you know how to do it better than somebody who's been running a business for 20 years, you probably need to shut up. If the opportunity is given to you to latch onto somebody, nepotism-wise or just professionally, platonically, either way, you grab that and you milk it for all that you can, even just for the learning experience. Never mind the money, but like being around somebody who has their together, that's massive. If you find somebody who has their together, latch on.
Yeah, I mean, it makes that individual more valuable in the long run. I mean, and I think that people, because of instant gratification, they don't really. Many people don't recognize that and don't want that. They would rather take the easy route, but in reality, they're kind of hurting themselves for the future.
There's too many movies like Star Wars where the hero is like everything's against the hero, and he's this lone guy, and he's got like